Hey there, welcome to Living Local. I'm Lindsay Kovach, and if you followed along, you know that this channel is all about living in Greenville, South Carolina. Most cities typically have a comprehensive plan that outlines future growth and priorities, and Greenville's comprehensive plan is called the 2040. This plan isn't just a routine government update, it's a detailed roadmap for how our community is expected to grow and evolve over the next 20 years. If you're curious about how Greenville will handle population growth, housing, transportation, and livability, stick around because this directly impacts current and future homeowners. If you're considering a move to Greenville, I hope this video will be informative about how the city plans to grow over the next 2 decades. And if you are planning a visit, I'd love to connect and help you plan the perfect weekend here. I also offer hotel discounts for my clients, so if you're interested in those, please be in touch. You can also take my quiz in the description below to see which communities might be a good fit for you. I'd love to be a resource to you about all things in the upstate as you research and relocate to the area. So what exactly is the 2040 plan? Greenville's comprehensive plan is a long-term vision that outlines how we'll accommodate the thousands of people expected to move here in the coming decades. In fact, projections estimate that more than 200,000 people will be added to the area by 2040. The plan tackles a wide range of issues from land use and housing to transportation, economic development, and environmental protection. It even addresses equity and inclusion, aiming to ensure that the growth benefits everyone, not just a few. At the heart of this plan are 3 major priorities: preserving open space and the natural environment, creating more affordable and diverse housing options, and improving transportation and mobility. These priorities were chosen based on extensive input from residents who made it clear they want Greenville to grow in a way that is smart, inclusive, and sustainable. The plan also addresses how we can accommodate the rapid growth Greenville is experiencing without sacrificing the charm, accessibility, and livability that make the city so attractive in the first place. First up, one of the core principles of the 2040 plan is smart growth, which means focusing future development within existing urban areas and corridors rather than expanding endlessly into rural areas with no plan. It also means simultaneously protecting open spaces and the environment, not an easy task. With over 2,700 acres of vacant land remaining in the city of Greenville, most of which is zoned for development, it is possible that there will be very little vacant land left by 2040. The plan calls for Greenville to preserve as much as 35% of Greenville's remaining land as open spaces or parkland in order to maintain our city's unique quality of life, protect our environment, and continue to promote access to the outdoors that so many know and love in Greenville. To make that happen, the plan calls for more compact, mixed-use development in places that already have the infrastructure, like utilities, roads, and transit to support it. This means we'll see more projects that combine housing, retail, and office space in walkable areas. These areas are referred to as nodes in the plan. In the map shown here, you can see those nodes indicated by the brown areas. These are explained as areas that are well suited to become their own small downtowns. Instead of sprawl, Greenville is encouraging infill development and higher density housing in strategic locations. This type of development is also said to generate more revenue than the lower density growth that has dominated Greenville outside of downtown, which can financially support the achievement of GVL 2040's goals. That's great news for anyone looking to live close to downtown or near key corridors like Lawrence Road, Wade-Hampton Boulevard, or Pleasantburg Drive. The 2040 plan takes a direct approach to one of Greenville's biggest challenges, housing affordability. With rising home prices and rental costs, many residents, especially first-time buyers and lower-income families, are being priced out. While income growth has allowed some households to keep pace, many with lower income struggle to keep up and have difficulty with home ownership. To fix this, the plan recommends increasing the supply of diverse housing types like townhomes, duplexes, accessory dwelling units, and small apartment buildings. It also pushes for zoning updates and incentive programs to encourage the development of affordable and workforce housing. One of the plan's biggest goals is to make at least 10% of all new housing in Greenville income restricted to preserve access to high-quality, affordable housing, an increase from 8.5% of all current housing. This also also means requiring the inclusion of affordable housing units in larger private developments. As a realtor, I see this as an opportunity for clients to have more housing options and for investors to tap into an underserved segment of the market. More importantly, it's about keeping Greenville inclusive and accessible for everyone for many years to come. Another major piece of the plan is improving transportation and mobility. We've talked about traffic and lack of public transportation in our video, Top 8 Reasons You Do Not Want to Move to Greenville, and why these are two growing concerns for our area. The plan directly addresses the fact that traffic volumes have grown and the capacity of road systems to absorb growth will decrease over time. Additionally, other mobility options such as robust public transit are limited and inconvenient for people to use them regularly. The plan's vision is to make Greenville a place where people have better choices about how they get around, whether that's by car, bike, bus, or on foot. The plan calls for safer and more connected sidewalks, multi-use trails, expanded public transit, and infrastructure improvements that make it easier to move between neighborhoods without always relying on a car. The plan calls for the community to commit resources to ensure that walking, biking, and taking transit feel safe and convenient so that enough people begin to move around this way on a regular basis. One of the big ways I see this coming to fruition is through the expansion of the Swamp Rabbit Trail. If you followed my channel for some time, you know that the trail is one of my favorite features of Greenville, and we actually recently did a video about all of the exciting expansions planned for the trail linked above. With my realtor hat on, if you currently own a home in an area that will be connected by future trail expansions or new transit routes, the value of your home will appreciate more rapidly. Alternatively, if you're buying a home in one of these areas based on the plans outlined in GBL 2040, it's likely you're making a good investment with long-term value and convenience. So what does this all mean for the real estate market? First, areas targeted for potential nodes, further mixed-use development, or improved mobility access through trails or other transit systems will likely see a rise in demand. Many of my clients are already showing interest in neighborhoods that offer walkability, shorter commutes, and a strong sense of community. Second, housing diversity means we'll see more creative residential options on the market, like townhomes and small multifamily units. This is great for people looking for affordability, flexibility, or investment potential. And finally, as Greenville invests in parks, transportation, and community amenities, we can expect overall property values to grow in line with improved quality of life. This is in line with the overall market growth in South Carolina. The Palmetto State is no stranger to growth and has specifically seen home prices increase by over 5% year over year, outperforming states like California and Florida, where markets are starting to soften. This, combined with Greenville's growth in general, solidifies the fact that a real estate purchase in Greenville is a great investment for you and your family. Greenville's 2040 plan is bold, thoughtful, and community-driven. It's not about stopping growth, it's about growing the right way. As a local realtor, I love helping clients make smart choices based on where the city is headed, not just where it is today. It's important to think about how the city you call home today will look tomorrow. If you have questions about how the GBL 2040 plan could impact your home search, your investment strategy, or your neighborhood, please reach out using my contact information below. You can also take my quiz to better understand which area might be best for you in Greenville. Thanks again for joining me today as we look at Greenville's plans for the next 2 decades. I hope to see you in the next video.